God bless. Yeah, God bless. Felt that it was about time for me to say something real casual, like something like just have a conversation with the good people. So it's like, I wanted to share something nice, not, always disciplined and not always what's wrong. Some curing up, some healing what music is. Something like, Yo, God bless. I just have to say, God bless again in every way. God blessings are here to stay when lesser things get in the way. God forgive for all mistakes, so don't let guilt make you a slave. We're bound to blessings, not lesser things that don't add up to eternal beings. We made from blessings, all the blessings. Blessed as always, we always blessed. With those blessings, what is the fear? What is the chase? Already here. Fear began when we come attached to the lesser things that never last, like flesh and money to be exact, like worldly power and eyes of man. Push them away with the wave of hand. Ego decide inside.
So then we go on to the that ended the foundation of spirituality, and then he goes to the next set of integrations, which is the first one is the template group. Now, when a group here, let's see. Those around you during a breakthrough are important. So you're in a group and you have a breakthrough, those people are important. They represent a group that help you move more rapidly through the remaining integrations. It's called a template of agreement. This group they call a template of agreement. It serves the role of agreeing on truths, all the truths that you reach through the conscious conversations, the alignment. All right, it serves the role of agreeing on truths of each integration and influencing others with the power of your agreement, the power of your organized alignment. And it's made of, in the book, and I guess in real life, everyone's different. So it's made up of people from different backgrounds, religions, and serve to counteract the polarization and hatred growing between extremists. So you got a group of people working together from different backgrounds. They know the alignment. They have a stronger combating or stronger resistance to being influenced by extreme polarization, extreme religious extremities. They can counterbalance the extreme by staying balanced within the alignment, basically. So again, we're going to the seventh integration, which is another level of understanding synchronicity, which was the first, and everything is based on synchronicity here. So I'm calling this synchronicity and intuition, which is another. Synchronicity is more than just being at the right place and at the right time. There's always intuitive urge that precedes it. And we must learn to expect these intuitions and distinguish our guiding thoughts, our intuitive thoughts, from our ego thoughts. So he goes on to explain the ego thoughts are words we say to ourselves about our situation in order to logically assess how we get things done in the world. Physical, material, not bad, just physical, material, logic. They come spontaneously from years of learning. Years of learning, I'm stressing. Now the guiding thoughts, they're even more spontaneous, and they appear to drop in our mind without direct connection to logical analysis, and often as images of us doing something or urging us to take some action that we feel in our stomach. And it also stresses we are in a material physical world, so you should, when you apply this urge or this intuition, be sure to be logical first. Use all the alignment techniques and everything, but be logical. Don't do something that's illogical, because that would be outside of the alignment ultimately. It also spoke of a technique called tuning in this particular integration. Instead of waiting, when facing a tough decision, one can visualize or imagine and place themselves in each option of this tough decision. Whichever one is easiest to see in your mind's eye is usually a better idea. And I added a special note here. You must be in a state of peace, love, alignment, agape, whatever you want to use. Because if you're in a state of fear, the fear thought can be what you tune into, and you may be able to see those easily. So, scary people see scariest things easy. Like scary people see scary stuff all the time. So, then it goes on to the next integration. And all this is starting from synchronicity, building yourself, connecting with people, and it's going to expanding consciousness. That's what it's from individual to a group to universal. So 8th is the oneness intention. Oneness is more than we are all one. You know, that the we are one logo or whatever you want to call it. It's more on this integration is more on the detailed tone of how we finish each other's sentences type of a situation. It's more detailed than we are all one. It's part of that, but it's more detailed. Go into every human interaction with the intention of joining higher minds, not egos, but higher minds, which is linked to the divine. When two or more merge in this manner, our higher consciousness expands through the other's higher consciousness. The God in somebody else connects with the God in you, and now you know more of God. Where two meet, God is there, kind of a thing. All right. The net effect is to feel more clarity and guidance overall. And just jump right in. It went to the next level in this particular integration of agape. Through oneness intention, we will reach agape, which is a love state that transcends sexual complexity. Love of the soul for all creation is what its basic definition is. And after you after you get your mind wrapped around that, the next step is opening our senses fully to the way the world looks when connected in a state of love or agape. And basically, that's beauty. That's what beauty is. And in the previous books, you would know that James Redfield does beauty is a way to increase your energy. It's kind of God's way of letting you know that's his design. You know what I mean? So, also in this particular integration, they go on to describe the Mayan calendar as being an integral part of this situation. But I'm going to wait to the end to go into that. We're on the 9th integration. They called it afterlife consciousness. Now, these are the notes I took. Okay, it states that agape is easier with people you know and loved ones. The 9th integration is aimed to lift people, strangers, out of fear and anger, and to lift those who are locked in ideology. Everything in our perception field has more than one appearance. It has emotional feeling. Or no, I'm saying this wrong. It has an emotional or feeling identity. A feeling identity is what the book used. So these are things that help you increase your afterlife consciousness, and will be able to lift people who are stuck in ideologies and fear by using techniques used in afterlife consciousness is what this is ultimately saying. To maintain a heightened sense of perception of the world, one needs only to intend to tune in agape to a new level of beauty, and to practice seeing all of this in one focus. In this particular chapter of the book, people were learning through communicating with their ancestors. And these points that I'm making, everything in our perception field has more than appearance. It has a feeling identity. That's how they were able to tune in to their ancestors, by feeling what it felt like when their ancestors were in the room with them or whatnot. And by sensing in in the physical world this way, we'll be able to keep our synchronicity, keep our agape, and be able to keep the oneness intention, which gives you more power to lift people out of fear. So, the 10th, I didn't even name this one. We're just going to call it the 10th integration because it was kind of hard to label it for me. It says, if we follow synchronicities 1 through 9, we will be able to learn from those in heaven. It's kind of really connected to number 9, really, the afterlife consciousness. And I gave heaven a note, higher conscious souls in the afterlife. And you may, the physical world is encompassed by the afterlife. So it's not like a total separation. It's just, and the physical world can't see to all of the afterlife if you're stuck in a physical mentality, but the afterlife mentality can see all of everything. You know, it's encompassing. So if we follow synchronicity, we will be able to learn from those in heaven in a direct way that will raise our consciousness. You'll be able to know when you are being communicated with. Signs will be dropped your way, and you will know through tuning in through the feeling identity how it's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And it also states we can communicate with our loved ones in their afterlife and clear resentment issues. So I find that important, especially in an individual manner. But once you're clear individually, you can connect better and you can align better. Again, it states tune in using the feeling identity. That's a strong thing. The feeling identity was kind of a strong theme in this afterlife consciousness. All right, and then the 11th integration was the whole of what we believe and stand for, or the quality of our character, sends out a field of influence that impacts everyone we interact with. You see what I'm saying? We have an energy that influences all that we stand for and believe in our character. It has a certain chemistry and it goes out and influences others. At the same time, the whole our individual influence commingles with everyone else's influence globally. At any one time, it helps to collectively set an energetic level of consciousness for all humanity. What that ultimately is saying, everybody has their influence on the universe, and it all at any one given time, the sum of everyone's influences is kind of like on a scale. And it helps to set the collective energetic level of, I guess, energy. I guess you could say consciousness. Let's see. The balancing scale on one side acts to lift others into consciousness, and the other side, the scales, acts to pull others down into a simmering, untruthful rage. So those are the two energies that are going out when all our influences add up into a collective. There's a scale thing going on there. So it's important that we intend to act to lift others into consciousness and to lift our own consciousness. All right. And it is important to pray and constantly intend a positive rising influence. All right. So all this is led up from synchronicity into the alignment, into the group alignment, into a global alignment, into the afterlife alignment. We get into the 12th integration, which is the divine presence. The book kind of left the 12th integration. There was no one way to actually get there. You had to get there on your own. Let's read the notes. It's basically the feeling identity of the divine. It's the feeling identity of the most divine energy. And acknowledge the divine presence and appreciation, and the link will become stronger of God's presence, or the divine presence will become stronger if you acknowledge, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate this energy being here. Thankfulness. All right. This will connect template conclusions with others in humanity who are sensing it too. So other template groups as well. When you get to this level where you're in divine presence, it makes templates be on the same level universally. So that particular influence on those scales becomes stronger and stronger. The scales become stronger, so the universe becomes influenced in a more positive, more uplifting, a conscious kind of a way. All right, if enough consciousness stays in alignment and divine presence, the divine order can become conscious in human culture, can reach down to the physical level. And every human endeavor will move into a state of integrity. So that ended that was the 12 insights, or the 12 integrity, the 12 integrations. 12 integrations lead you to integrity. Didn't get that at first, just got it. Eureka. All right.